What do you mean, Man City? What are you on about? FTW. Yeah, I know they're playing Bournemouth. For the win. Oh, for the win. Wait, there was a DeLorean on the track. Old age. No, no, I know it, but it didn't compute in my brain that, oh, you say Man City this. I didn't put those two things together. I know what it means. I just didn't think of it. Wait, this is Alicia. That was you, isn't it? Pretty certain. Oh, TV. Oh. Oh yeah, the Are You There? Right. This could be a repeat of 2024. Was it 2024 Zandvoort Grand Prix where it was on like ah okay, I see. Hopefully a good race, yeah. I need overtaken. Did he qualify P20? I didn't think he qualified P20. I mean, you say he joined us like he really like what other options were there? That's the real question. Considering he's a Ferrari driver, what other options were there? The final Dutch Grand Prix for the foreseeable future. What is it, yes? There's no way. But to be fair, he does know him, to be fair, so I'm not surprised. But if that would have happened, it would have been in the race symbols. That would have been race symbols. Finishing in Imola. I mean, I'm not I won't be surprised. Summer, thank you for the follow. How's your day been? I'm gonna look at the tires. The McLaren seems to be on the mediums. I can't check. I'm not looking at it yet. Wow. Oh, so we might start a lap behind the safety car. Yeah, that's gonna. No, back. So tires, the top four, the two McLarens and the Mercs are on mediums. Then everybody down from Hamilton to Limblad on softs. What's up? You mean for the timings or? The two Cadillacs are the only ones on hards. What app am I showing? Multi-viewer for F1. But you need to have F1 TV. So if you don't watch it in the UK and you have F1 TV anyway, you could use it. Or if you are in the UK, you pay like £2 per month or something like that. And then you attach it to this app and it gives you the shit timing. Would it be Imola or Portimao? Because I know they were considering Portimao as well. Yeah. You think Imola? So that would replace Qatar and Abu Dhabi, isn't it? But then yeah, the final few corners are a bit damp. Yeah, because Imola will be an interesting one. I don't know. Right. Cars are lining up. Okay. Ooh, this should be an interesting start. I want to see Piastri get ahead of Antonelli and then put pressure on Russell. Norris to win. Yeah. Statistically, it's his to lose. Statistically. Right. Green flag being waved at the back. Engines revving. Lights are on. 4 light. 5. I'm off. Oh, Russell's had a slow start. Oh, Verstappen's off track a bit. Russell had a very slow start. He actually got stuck behind Russell. Antonelli's in P2. The two Red Bulls going at it. Who's ahead? Is that Verstappen or Lawson? Verstappen is ahead. Verstappen did go off track a little bit. The two Racing Bulls too are fighting. Interesting start. Piastri would have got Russell. Piastri would have got Russell. Russell just couldn't get... There was not enough space for Piastri to get past him. So he had to back off, which meant he lost the place to Leclerc. Oh, my track map is not working properly. Ooh, someone's crashed. Someone's hit the wall. Ooh, there's a big crash. Is that Verstappen? Verstappen. Oh my, I saw it in the distance. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I saw it in the distance. I just saw Davey flying up. Oh my lord. Verstappen's out. You couldn't script it. Oh my gosh. You couldn't script. That's a safety car. That's a safety car. Red flag even, to be fair. Wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you couldn't get a safety car. Yeah, that damage is crazy, yeah. Oh my lord. They were just saying Verstappen was taking it easily through there. The curbs. Oh, the curb. He got on the curb. I'm surprised he didn't hit anybody. Oh my. I'm surprised he didn't hit anybody. Oh my gosh. Well, someone must have got damage from that because of all the debris on track. So, yeah, Verstappen just lost it by getting on the curb. Oh my lord. I need to see the Bortoletto as well. Oh man, what a shame. What a shame that is. It's not that they're removing it, it's because for the people, because it's not it's private investors. So for them apparently it's not financially viable. If it was a government doing it, potentially, but it's not the government doing it. I want to see what happened to Bortoletto. Max's car. Oh my god. Look at the rear wishbone and all that stuff. Gone. Bortoletto lost a lot of positions from that. I mean, it's another good score points here. Not a point, points. So this could be interesting. Lawson now is the only Red Bull. You couldn't have scripted this. That's Behrman. In 16th, I mean, gone up a couple places because of that. I mean, if you're on the mediums, you don't change your tires, if I'm being honest. Then if you're on the softs, you change your tires at this point. I know Russell had a very slow start, but he actually couldn't get past him on the side. Yeah, Russell just... Russell kind of closed off the gap as he was squirming. Oh, somebody locked up. I think that was Loss. No, that was Sonoda, I think. No, that would have been Lindblad that locked up, yeah. Oh, Hamilton get Verstappen gets pushed off slightly by Verstappen. What? Verstappen gets pushed off slightly from Lewis because Lewis was reacting to Leclerc pulling away. Fabio, thank you for the follow. Oh my god. So looking from Lewis's onboard, because Russell was squirming, all the gaps start closing. It's kind of a racing incident, if at all. It wasn't intentional. Yeah, Piastri just gets blocked by Russell. If there was a lot more space on the right, Piastri could have gone for it. Yeah. Lawson being a bit feisty there. The jokes. Yeah, you see Verstappen. Oh, I just saw Bortoletto sliding. Well, I said I needed an eventful race. 3 laps in, I mean, I'm pretty sure he touched that curb. Can't believe that Max is out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just. Oh my gosh, Gasly! Oh my days, Gasly reacted so quickly there. Rainmaster, by the way. Yeah, but it just caught him out. Oh, even Bortoletto spins. Oh my gosh, Bortoletto does a 360. Who was that car directly behind Bortoletto? Oh my lord. Who was that directly behind Bortoletto? They almost swiped Bortoletto. Oh my lord. Bortoletto spins as well. Oh, Hulkenberg. Oh my lord. Why is Verstappen last? Well, he crashed out. If you're just joining in, Verstappen is out of the Grand Prix. He's crashed out on the final corner. And we have a red flag. It says yellow flag, but it's red. Yeah, he crashed out. Wow. I didn't even know when it happened because we were looking at the front runners and I could just see in the distance some debris flying in the air. And I was like, oh, did somebody just scratch the wall or something and their wing went flying? But it was a massive crash. I didn't even notice until we saw the whole. I was like, oh my god, that was massive. Yeah, it was crazy. Um SLK, thank you for the follow. What a shame. The final Dutch Grand Prix. It didn't go well for Verstappen. Okay, apparently Bortoleto might be moving back up because obviously by the time the red flag happened, the last sector time, so he might be moving back up. So, so on board with Lawson. I mean, a lot of people were having snaps. Then you see Bortoleto spin, and you just see a massive pack of smoke, and they've got debris all over the place. Max is he's not in them. Oh. Ocon might be in trouble here because he overtook Alex Albon at the. Oh, Hulkenberg almost going into Bortoleto. Jesus, that would have been ridiculous. Like, I don't know how he, whatever decision he made. Yeah, I don't know. The racing gods were on his side because if he decided to turn right, he's going straight into Bortoleto there, and that would have been a massive crash. Max is so mid when he's doing the rocket ship. I mean. Nah, that's he's not allowed to do that because at that point there would have been yellow flags. So he should have slowed down regardless. So because Albon slowed down, that was why Ocon got past him. I think that's massively illegal. Based on what I think anyway, but we're looking at Max's on board. I'm pretty sure Max took the curb that spun him out. I'm almost certain. Are you sure? Yeah, but even still, there's a crash. Of course, there's gonna whether the yellows have come out or not. Albon just washed. Yeah. Yeah, I think Max just got on a bit of a damp part of the track. My pilot's license. What happened to Max? He crashed out. What are you talking about? Pilot's license? Last night. Flight simulator. Pilot's license. I haven't got my pilot's license. I mean, yeah, Hulkenberg, the way he reacted to that, yeah, I still don't. It's like Isaac Hadjar at Monaco in F2. That's what it feels like. You can't see what's in front of you. Like, I don't know how he even saw that. Like, how does he even see Bortoleto there? I don't even understand how he avoided that. It's ridiculous. It's just pure luck at that point. The reaction speed is there, but at the same time, it's pure luck. Pure luck. Because he could have easily made the decision. Because at the point you lose focus of him, he was far to the left. And you can say, oh, he's quite far left. So you go to the right. But then if Hulkenberg even went to the right and avoided it, he probably would have met Verstappen. Because Verstappen was just there. So it's just pure luck at that point. Oh, Alonso. Is he even racing today? Oh, he is. Completely forgotten, you know. I think we've got a resumption time. Race resumes in 10 minutes. Ocon time penalty or is Albon whiny? He's not whiny. He has, like, what he did is correct. Because I'm pretty sure Albon slowed down and Ocon continued going. So it's a bit. It's. They obviously didn't have the full cameras to see where the yellow flags were at that time. But. But I think they did say that the penalty is clear, that there won't be any penalty. So Bortoleto will not be moved back up the grid because the red flag happened later. It didn't happen immediately. So Lindblad is under investigation. I don't know what his infringement was, but maybe because he didn't slow down. Because by the time Lindblad would have got to the final corner, the yellow flags would have been out. The double yellows, in fact. Lauren Mekis is going to the Red Bull thing. Probably going to talk to Max. What? What happened to Max? He crashed out in the final corner. So we've got a red flag at the minute. But we should be going in the next 13, no, 7 minutes. Katie, thank you for the follow. Kendra, thank you for the follow. My life, thank you for the. You haven't watched it yet. Oh, my bad. Yeah. I mean, if you've missed the start of the race, it's probably the best time to go check up on it and then rejoin as we're about to get started in the next few minutes. So yeah, he just got on a damp part of the track on that final corner. So Mal, thank you for the hearts. Appreciate that. Yeah, it was a shame that I was expecting him to like. I was hoping maybe if he gets a podium or wins the race, as the final one, I'd have taken that. Bob here, where's Max? He has DNF'd. He has crashed out of the race. So another 11th. Yeah. Oh, community just teared up. What's that? I don't know what that is. I don't know. Let me have a look at the TikTok app. Is there anything there? I honestly don't know what that is. Mala, thank you for the welcome. Dialogue? I don't know what that is. But thank you anyway for is it gifts they call them? I still don't know TikTok's live works, to be fair. It's still foreign to me. Colapinto's under investigation for another infringement as well. So potentially oh, I thought it meant today. I was thinking. Right, 3 minutes before I think pit lane opens. Don't know if anyone has changed their tire. Bortoleto would definitely I mean, a couple of the people that were at the back when Verstappen crash happened, they would probably might have to change their tires because they might have debris on their tires. But we'll see. Um, oh, they're following me since May this year. Did I even stream in May this year? Where's turn 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay, that's turn 7. We got a minute 20 to go before the pit lane opens, and then what happened? Well, there's been a red flag because Max Verstappen crashed in the final corner. So yeah, so we've got 30 seconds before the pit lane opens. We've been under red flag condition for maybe about 15 minutes. So which is about to end in the next 20 seconds. Also, Lando's on softs. Piastri's on hard tires. Leclerc, I think, is on softs. And the pit lane's open. No, the pit lane just opened. They're going to go to the grid before the race starts again. So yeah, Lando is on softs. Okay, it's showing is updated now. Antonelli's on mediums. I think Antonelli stayed on his mediums. Russell mediums as well. Leclerc stayed. No, Leclerc's gone to new softs, I think, based on what I'm reading here. Piastri's on hards. So Piastri's going long. So yeah, we've got a standing start here. I mean, Lando going on softs could help his strategy because, but then, oh, I don't know. Is he planning to stop early? That'll be interesting. So a couple tire changes. Lindblad's on mediums. I can't really tell if all the tires. Oh, a couple of the cars are just leaving the pit lane. Wait, so they closed. So there was a red flag at the end of the grid. And then now those guys are so far behind. I mean, that's going to be good for Lando because he's on softs, but the guys on mediums and hards are probably going to get screwed because their tires will get very cold and they won't be able to warm it up. Oh, Behrman. What's happened to Behrman? I think his car stopped. Oh, well. I don't know what's happening because Behrman has stopped on track here and he might be out of the Grand Prix. I mean, today has just been an interesting one. So what's going to happen now? Because Behrman is still on track. Extra formation lap. Oh, bruh. Yeah. I was like, the Cadillacs don't even know where to be parking. Because I think a couple cars are out of position because one of the Cadillacs had like 2 grid boxes before the next car ahead of him. So it's like, what's going on here now? So Behrman is out of the Grand Prix. Well, what a short race that was. Wait, why is Lindblad so far back? That's probably wrong. Tommy, too, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. That's probably a bug, isn't it? Well, it just gets worse for Behrman. Had a poor quali, and honestly, that was just terrible. Right, hopefully, fingers crossed, we get going again. I mean, that Mercedes of Antonelli, his brakes are boiling. Like, they're boiling like a hot, like a, what's it called? A kettle of water that has been boiling for a while. Uh, that's how the steam is coming up. What's happened? We've had a red flag. Behrman and Verstappen are out. Verstappen crashed, which caused the red flag, and Behrman on the formation lap, as we're about to restart, engine died. So we're about to get underway again for the second time. 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5, and we're off. Lando's had a good start, but I think Antonelli's had a better start than him. Antonelli gets the lead. Oh boy. That's not good. Lando had a slow start. Oh, Piastri got ahead of Leclerc. And Piastri getting past Russell there. Oh my gosh. What's happened to Russell? Russell might have an issue or something. Piastri feisty. Even Leclerc had a slow start, so I'm guessing the soft tires might have had an issue with their warm-up cycle. I don't know. Drive-through penalty for Arvid Lindblad. That's interesting. Graham, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Alf, thank you for the follow. So we've lost 2 cars so far this Grand Prix. Leclerc is getting very close to Russell here. I mean, Norris and Antonelli have kind of checked out because Piastri, Russell, and Leclerc and Lewis are kind of sticking together and they're fighting with each other. The fact that Piastri got past Russell on hard tires, how, like what is that scripting? How close is Loris to Antonelli? 7/10, and he will have overtake mode as well. Norris fastest lap. Oh, my track map is working now. That's good. Was working now. Is good. Let's look at this Piastri overtake. I think Russell just had no battery, and Piastri just sends it. That's crazy. At turn 7 as well. Like, you don't get to make an overtake that you gotta commit, and you gotta be confident that there's a gap there that is not closing. Colapinto's got a drive-through as well. So 2 drive-throughs at the minute. I mean, Piastri could be holding up the pack so that, oh, we might get a bit of rain in 3 minutes, but it won't last long. Yeah. Unlucky, mate. It's one of those days, or it's one of those weekends. Let's say, it's one of those weekends where it just doesn't go right, no matter what you do. It was done on purpose. There's no way. There's no way it was done on purpose. You can't. There's no way. No matter how you'd script it, there's no way for it to be done on purpose. So Colapinto has got to serve his penalty. Okay, so Limdad is at the back, but he hasn't served his penalty. Interesting. So that means Sonoda will be in the points. I mean, for those that said Sonoda won't get out of Q1, you might not looking like idiots. There's no way. Yeah, but how did you get the information when you're in the thing? When you're busy? So Piastri might be holding it. Okay, you found out after. So Piastri's probably holding up the pack so that Lando gets a good pit stop because he is on softs, so When Lando does pit, he'll probably be going hard to the end. So Behrman leaving the pit exit on red light. I mean, Behrman is noted for infringement, leaving with red lights, but I don't think that was the case. I think it would have happened just as you were leaving, it turned red. Bortoleto as well has been noted as well. Bortoleto's up to P13. What the flip is this brother on? Yeah, I had a feeling because Lando and Leclerc both lost on the start, on the softs. So the softs are probably not the best off the line, but I think as they get on, they're pretty quick. I got into shit. We were kind of investing, but I was following the car in front. These guys mad. Yeah. I lucky. See you in a bit then. Oh, where's Alicia? Okay, she's busy, isn't it? I heard that she's doing something anyway. Look, I get very spicy with Russell here, but it's the same thing with the sprint race. It's for the top teams, it's not easy to overtake. Once you're behind a similar pace car, you just get stuck. But the good thing is that there's no dirty air, so you can stick for longer. But I mean, oh, I thought she wasn't there because your brother said she was busy with Grant. Oh shit! She actually. Oh, you're right. You know, she actually told me that. I didn't even see it. I've not got my watch on. You're right. So they can actually switch the thing off. From I didn't even know that. I didn't even know they could do that if that's real. Bortoletto's in the pits. Wait, why is Bortoletto pitting? Oh, I think he had a drive through. No, it was Lindblad that had the drive through, not Bortoletto. Wow. Wait, what? What's going on in the football? Wait, Aston Villa are losing to Brighton 4-0. Oh my lord. City are losing to Bournemouth. Jesus Christ. I mean, damn. I probably should be watching football. That seems more interesting at the minute. I mean, Jesus Christ. What's going on? Norris has dropped back a bit. Piastri as well is just holding those guys off. The glasses just make these even more uncomfortable. they're already tight and hurting my ears as they are. And with the glasses, it just. I mean, Leclerc's very close to Russell. I mean, through that braking zone, he gained so much because he had a lot more speed going into it. Right. The thing about Zandvoort, there's not a long enough straight to make, because the final corners are banking, so you don't get a long enough straight for overtakes. Where is Sonoda anyway? He's in no man's land, to be fair. He's just doing his own thing. Well, he's in the points, so I mean. Right. Lewis is just maintaining pace. I mean, so plan A has changed for Russell. Consider original plan A. I mean, Alonso's in P13 on the softs. I mean, the, the Astons are higher than expected. But obviously, there's been a bit of moving from like Limber, Colapinto. They're not where they should be. Bortoleto is not where he should be. So, I mean, that's interesting. The gap to Norris 1.9. I mean, this is the issue with. Yeah, yeah. Only lap 16, and a lot has happened and a lot hasn't happened. Lando saying he's got no pace. Oh, Leclerc, Russell. He's not close. It's not good. He's not got enough battery or something. It, I don't. They need to do something because if on a track like Zandvoort, you can't overtake even if you've got overtake mode. So what is the point of it? They need to consider something else. Oconus pit. It's just the same as the sprint race. So it's the same as nothing is happening. Russell pits. Oh, Russell's on the hards. 3 second pit stop. So Russell will come out behind Hulkenberg. This is interesting from Russell. Nah, your mind is all over the place. That's not. I wasn't even doing that. I was just saying like stop, and then your mind is all over the gutter. My mind's in the gutter. I'm being real. Hulkenberg, Russell gets past Hulkenberg. Piastri's pitting off the medium, of the hards rather. Oh, it's a slow pit stop. It's a slow pit stop for Piastri. Well, his race is in the mud. So Piastri's on hards again. Get your mind out of the gutter, man. Yeah, very slow. Why did Piastri pit? Because Russell pit, so to cover off Russell, which it didn't work. Masley, thank you for the follow. Pierre, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Is that Pierre or Pierre? Not Pierre, it's Pierre Giovanni. Thank you for that's what it is. Yeah, but he was on hard eye. He could have gone so long. Yeah, but at the same time, he said that the tires are not that good. So he said the tires feel like the medium, so go kart guy, thank you for a follow. Appreciate it. Jesus Christ. Right. Lando's 2.2 from Antonelli. Nothing's happened to the Ferrari. The Ferraris are still staying out on their softs. So let's see what Leclerc can do with clean air. Lewis hasn't got as much clean air. Alonso P9. Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice that. Well, that's obviously because of pit stops. Okay, Shinoda is pit. Leclerc's pitting. Tell a lie about that. He is pitting. Kimi is pitting. So does Lando. Kimi had a slow pit stop, but so did Lando. But Lando's was a bit faster, so Lando would have gained from that pit stop on Kimi. On Kimi, Leclerc had a slow pit stop as well. What's going on today? Everyone's having slow pit stops. Yeah, Lawson's had a slow pit stop. I've seen that rear tire way too slow. 3.3. Lando is now a second closer than he was before. Oh, I'm off now. They're rushing us out for some reason, but not. I'll see you later on DMs. I mean, if Lando had a slow pit stop, he would have been ahead of Kimi. If he had a 2.3, he would have been a second ahead of Kimi. But I think there's something going on today because he's not the only one with like almost every pit stop that just happened has been slow. So there's definitely something going on. Oh, actually, I figured it out. So Lando is third now. Well, Lewis hasn't pit. Lewis still has to pit, so he's second technically. I think I know what's happened. It's the first race since the summer break where they've done a pit stop, so they're a bit rusty. I think that's what it is. I've just realized. It's the first race since the summer break, so. No, he can't win the race because he needs to stop. He can't. He needs to stop. And the word on the track, the word on the pit wall is that everybody is doing a two stop. So yeah, because they're saying that Russell and Piastri will probably pit again, so that means everybody else will pit again. So and Lewis has not even pit once. So I don't know. It will be an interesting one. Who's that? Lawson in P8 behind Albon. Has Albon pit? No. Did Piastri pit and why? Because I don't think the hard tires are that good anyway. I think the best tire is the mediums. But yeah, they pit anyway to cover off Russell. So Lando's 1.5. Piastri's 1.1. Alonso's doing well. Yeah, but he still needs to pit. Who is this fight that we're watching? Uh, Gasly. So Gasly, Hulkenberg, and Lindblad. So Hulkenberg should get plus Gasly. Oh, not really. Gasly's defending that position with his life. I mean, Bortoleto isn't too far off. He could still come back into the points here. If Bortoleto manages to get points here after starting as far back as he did, I mean, fair. But yeah, Alonso's doing well, but the fact is he needs to pit, which kind of makes it, oh. But I think before the pit stops, I think Alonso was like in 13th before pit stops, so he should still be in a good position after that. Lewis is boxing. So what does Lewis go on to? So Lewis is on soft tires now. He needs a good pit stop. Let's see. He's going on hard tires. It's not fast. It's not fast. 3 seconds. 2.6. That's the fastest pit stop today, I think. 3.6. Where's Verstappen? Well, if you're just joining it, Verstappen crashed out on lap 3 of this race. On the final corner, he crashed out. And yeah, it caused a red flag. That's why if you're thinking, why aren't we about halfway through yet? Because we had a red flag for about 15 minutes. And then we didn't get started until after 20 minutes. So yeah. That's why. That's why we're only on lap 26, considering we started at 2 o'clock. So wait, has Albon pitted yet? He's not. So Albon might be Sainz might be holding up the pack so Albon can pit. Then Albon will probably try and do the same thing. Gasly gets spots Lindblad. But Lindblad is not gonna, or Gasly locks up and Hulkenberg goes through. Oh. Lindblad very aggressive defending there. Lindblad. Oh no, Hulkenberg trying to get past Lindblad. Hulkenberg makes it. Uh, Krista, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome. We are currently on lap 27 of 72. Lindblad is putting under pressure on Hulkenberg here. Oh. Hulkenberg had a big moment. Gasly, he might be getting past Lindblad again in the same corner where he locked up, where he backs off. He's not got enough battery, I don't think. Lando is catching back up to Antonelli slowly but surely. A couple laps ago, it was 1.5 seconds behind Kimi, but now he's just got to 1 second. So Lando might be picking up the pace here. This could be interesting. But this midfield battle for P10 is looking very spicy. Oh, Gasly and Lindblad. Almost contact there. And Lando might have overtake mode going into turn 1. Gasly again and Lindblad. Oh no, that's just Noda actually. Sonoda and Gasly side by side. Former teammate Sonoda gets past Gasly. Oh my gosh. That midfield battle, yeah. It's spicy. The people saying that Sonoda is washed, that he's washed, he'll be washed because he's not driven these regs. They should take a back seat because he ain't washed. Say that for free. I don't know if I need to figure out if multi-viewer has like an overtake mode thing to let you know who's got overtake. Leclerc is catching up to Piastri here. He's got overtake mode. That's interesting. Lewis put the farthest lap in. Do you think Piastri has a chance of 100%? 100%. Well, I've not seen anything that would suggest he's got some good pace. Tsunoda gets past Lindblad now. That's interesting. I did say I feel Tsunoda will finish ahead of Lindblad after the main. After he's got used to the driving the regs a bit more, as he has throughout the weekend. He's ahead of him currently. I'm looking. Piastri's 1.7 from Russell. I mean, it's interesting. Oh, Lando's caught up to Kimi while he's about to overtake a lap car, which he won't do until the straight, which has definitely slowed Kimi down a little bit. As that car peels into the pits. Who was that? Perez. Leclerc's gaining on Piastri, but Leclerc is on mediums while Piastri's on hards. And potentially Piastri might pit again. So I don't know. Lando is catching up Antonelli slowly but surely. But is where do you get the overtake done, and how do you, not how, but like when do you decide to, do you need to send it, use a bit more battery here or there? That's the main thing. Sainz has pit. So he stopped holding off that pack. Leclerc thinks about it, but he's too far back. Not much is going on. That midfield battle has kind of evened out. Tsunoda's ahead of Lindblad now, but Lindblad does have one more wear on his tires than Tsunoda, so Let's see what Leclerc does. Can he send it? Not really. He's still behind him. But Piastri's a lot closer on the exit of turn one, though. But then there's lap traffic just ahead of them. Leclerc's dropped back a bit. Who's Lando got ahead of him? Is that Kimi? He's a lot closer there. I thought it was a lapped car. But I didn't think that gap was... Or Lando has a snap. And I had a snap on the final corner. What, Leclerc on the outside. Well, Piastri is going to try to switch back. They're side by side here. Leclerc might still holds it, but Piastri's still there though. No, Piastri lost it. He didn't have any grip. He lost it. Piastri lost it. He had no grip. Piastri lost it. He tried to stick with it, but he couldn't. He had no grip. So now Lewis is very close to Piastri now. Piastri's struggling on those tyres. Lewis here. Well, Piastri could be falling back down again. Lewis might get Piastri here into turn one. Or yeah, Lewis gets it. Well, Lando's catching back to Antonelli as Antonelli is getting to some lapped cars. I mean, those back markers could help Lando catch back up here. Hulkenberg's up to P8. Alonso pits. What's Alonso's pit stop? 2.3. Good pit stop for Alonso. Alonso. That was so unfortunate. Alonso just comes out of the track. Alonso just cost Lando there. Who's that ahead of Lando? Albon. You could get a good slipstream, man. So what's the gap now? 1.6. Yeah, that was unfortunate for Lando. He just got those lap cars in the wrong part of the track. How is it that all the way up to Albon has been lapped? It's crazy. Alonso's in P13, so that's why I said when he will pit, he will be back where he was, which was around P13, even after extending. And he's just behind Albon as well, who had pit not long before him. So Lindblad's been lapsed now. That's up to P11. How many laps left? 36. Lindblad pits. This is what I'm saying. It's going to be a two-stop race. Yeah, there's high degradation. That's why the hards, doing the hards for one stop are not like the best way to go. I mean, Lando can still go back on his mediums because he's not used his mediums at all. I think that's probably what Lando will do. He might go back on his mediums, and I think Piastri as well will go back on mediums on his second stop. Piastri's been noted. No further investigation. That's fine. Oh, I'm starving. Like 39 or 72. Oh. Alonso getting past Albon. Trying to. He does make it. Yeah, actually black and white flag. So who's the car ahead of Kimi Gasly? But Leclerc is catching up to Russell though, so Russell could lose P3 here. There's a bit of traffic ahead of Kimi. I mean, Lando is catching up to Kimi here. So who else is ahead? Well, the back markers could help Lando here because uh, Lando, he was very close, but he just got compromised. Kimi boxes. 2.8 at Kimi. Russell's pitting as well, I think. Yeah, he is. Let's see what Russell's time is. 2.4. So Antonelli is behind an Audi that's lapped. So Antonelli is ahead of Piastri. Does Lando pit? I don't think he does. He doesn't. Yeah. I thought so. I don't think he does pit. But he's going to get clean air. I don't think he will pit. Yeah, look. If those hards hold, I think Lewis could keep going. But Lewis has done he's done one stop, so actually, hold on, where's Lewis? He's done one stop, so I don't know. Potentially, but the hard tires are not good because there's very high degradation. So but that's why you see a lot of people coming off the hards because they're not lasting. They're not lasting because there's high degradation. So it will be interesting. This is hurting Lewis's race. Lewis is losing time. Leclerc should let him go. What's Leclerc doing, man? I know you want to stay, but he's on fresh. They're not on the same strategy. Just let him go. Honestly, Ferrari sometimes baffles me, man. They told Leclerc to pit, and he ignored it. I'm pretty sure. They're telling him to pit now. If he listens or not is yet to be seen. But where's Alonso in P11 actually? Leclerc does pit. Slow pit stop for Leclerc. Slow pit stop for Leclerc. Well, I mean that's what you get in it. Who is that? Carlos Sainz and Lindblad. Yeah. Oh, I should even look at what's happening in the football. Russell fastest lap. Yeah, Lewis is fuming. I mean, respectfully, yeah, I agree with you, mate. That's ridiculous. Like, what's the point of pitting of Lewis for staying out if you're just gonna keep him behind his teammate for a lap? The gap from Antonelli is 5.7. Piastri's pitting. Piastri's pitting. It is for his second stop, but slow pit stop again. I mean, today is not the day for the fastest pit stops. Let's just get that done. So Piastri's going softs. Is he going to go to the end on these softs? Antonelli saying he has no grip. Well, I mean, everybody up to Sonoda has been lapped. But obviously, if Lando pits, then Sonoda and Gasly will unlap themselves, I guess. Oh, Sonoda's just pit. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, okay, yes, correct. It's just the way I saw it. So Piastri should get past Lawson here. Lando still kept that. Charles is the worst team player ever, honestly, man. No, I think Lewis has gained time back on Lando a bit. But obviously he's got clean air, so the time he did lose, he would have gained it back. But obviously, when he got up to Leclerc, the gap was about 10 point something. But then, yeah, Hammer's slowing down. I don't think he's slowing down. I think he caught back up to the way that he caught him. He's closed the gap to where it was when he got to Leclerc, which is to Lando, which was 10 point something I saw at the time. So, but before he got past Leclerc, when Leclerc pit, the gap was at 12 point something. So he's gained back those 2 seconds he lost staying in dirty air. So Antonelli is not really gaining too much time. I mean, the last lap he was a second faster than Lando, but I mean, and Lando's been told to pit. This is interesting. It's a slow pit stop. It was a decent one, but it's faster, but it's still slow. Antonelli is ahead of Lando now, but Lando's on fresher tires. He is on hard tires. He didn't go back on the mediums. Oh. I don't, did Lando not? No, Lando did do mediums at the start of the race, didn't he? Yeah. But then now, Lando's got a tire offset. He's got a 7 lap tire offset to Antonelli. So now what else is happening around the grid? The only battle I can see is Ocon and Sainz. Apart from that, can't really see anything. So let's have a look now. The gap to Kimi is 4.7. So we'll have a look at that next lap. So at the current pace, Kimi will get to Lewis in like 3 laps. Got 24 laps to go. Lewis is extending again to charge through as he did before, or as Lando is doing now. Tsunoda is currently in the points, so as Hulkenberg pits though. Leclerc has got the fastest lap, but Lando will steal that from him by a whole second. So within a lap, Lando has gained 1 point something within a lap. So Lando has gained a lot on Antonelli, and currently 2.7 to Antonelli. So Lando is catching up very quickly here. Screw those 3 laps for Kimi to Lewis. Those 3 laps will be at the back of Kimi. This should be interesting. The gap is 1.8 now as he's going around the final corner to start the next lap. So Lando is gained like 1.5 seconds or 1.6 seconds in a lap. Lando is 1.3. So Lando is closer to Antonelli than Antonelli is to Lewis at the minute. So this could get very spicy here. I mean, Antonelli did say he was struggling before Lando pit. So, I mean, and Lando is already within a second of Kimi. So he could get past him this lap, Lando, as he's fighting the car. Because going into turn 1, he will have overtake mode. So Lando could get this done here if he's close enough. Kimi's complaining with no riz. Lando's got overtake mode here. 5 attempts back. But Lando isn't close enough though. He might be able to do it going into the next lap if he can keep as close as he is now. Lando is 4 attempts. He's definitely gonna pass Kimi. I don't know if he can stick behind him this close until the straights, but Antonelli should. Oh, I don't think Antonelli's got over. No, he wouldn't have overtake mode, would he? They're telling Piastri he could get Lewis late on. Lando's very close here. Yeah, he's gonna get this done. But Kimi might have overtake as well. What's the gap? 3 tenths. Kimi's got overtake though. Oh, this is hurting Lando because Kimi's got overtake. If Hamilton wasn't there, Lando would have got Kimi. Lando might have to be adventurous here. Lando might have to do something different because I don't think he can get past him at turn 1 because Kimi will have overtake mode. Have they got any traffic coming up? Not yet. He won't be close enough to try it here. Unless Lando can get it here. He's a lot closer, 2 tenths. Kimi's defending. But Lando goes wide. And he makes the move. He's up to P2. Lando's up to second. Wow. What a drive from Lando here. Lando will probably get him on the next straight line. The select straight mode. If he's close enough. Elias F1, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Hamilton goes very wide. And that's going to get Lando go through. But Hamilton's going to fight it. But Lando gets the lead. And he's taking the lead back. And now Lando zooms back off. With 19 laps to go. Yellow flags. Ocon has stopped. Kimi gets past Lewis. Yeah, Ocon has stopped. That should be a VSC or safety car. Oh, Lando got that move done in time. So, oh my gosh. Oh, this could be a free pit stop for Lewis. But he's quite far off. Oh, Lewis could get a free pit stop here. Kimi as well could get a free pit stop. If I was Lando, I might take the free pit stop as well. If I could. They've got to box Lewis. Like, that one is guaranteed. They've got to pit him. Lewis has to pit. He has to pit. I mean, if I was Lando, potentially go back on my mediums. What does Lando do? He stays out. Kimi stays out as Lewis pits. Fair enough. There's a double stack. Why VSC? Because O'Connor stopped on track. Piastri, though, he pits. Piastri pits, though. He's going back on softs. 2.9 for Piastri. Where's Sonoda? P10. I'm surprised Antonelli stayed out. If he was complaining about his rears, or maybe he didn't have any other tires, I thought Antonelli would have stopped. So we get a look at Lando Norris's move from Kimi. Kimi goes defensive on the inside, and he just outbrakes him on the outside. And he kind of gets boxed in by Lewis up there, but... Oh, Kimi pits. Kimi does actually pit. I thought as much. He does pit. I was thinking, why didn't he stop in the first place? But they still did it. So Russell's on hard tires. Lando couldn't pit. This could the ending of this race could be interesting here. Because Antonelli's tires have only done 3 laps, so should be interesting. Gasly and Sonoda. Ho 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 ho. Very squirmy. I think they may have touched a little bit. This could be interesting. Lando lost a bit of time on the restart, but well, it's gonna get a bit spicy here with that VSC. I mean, if there's another VSC, it just throws what they did out the window. So, and then they put Russell and Norris in a good position. Because Norris has still got mediums that have only done 3 laps. So I mean, the tire offset might help Antonelli, but at the same time, Alonso's still in the points, but he hasn't pit. So I don't know. Is he going to the end here? Potentially. Alex, thank you for the follow. Did I say that? But I hope I did. My bad then if I don't. If you are watching on TikTok, come and join me on the Purple app. I stream there way more often. And I do a lot of other stuff than just race watch alongs. But yeah, what's going on now? Norris has eked out the lead to Russell. So Kimi is lapped about 2 tenths quicker than Lando in the last lap. So could be an interesting end to the race. Wait, what happened to Lance Stroll? When did we lose Lance Stroll? Since when? Didn't know about that. I mean, Lando was quicker than Antonelli. So, I mean, I think Lando could be all right here, to be fair. But I think the Mercedes are under threat from the Ferraris. But we'll see. Where is Alonso? Who's behind him? Gasly, 2.4 seconds. So potential he can hold on, but the tire offset that Snowden and Gasly have got on him by the end of the race might drop down, but who knows? So what's Lando's? Lando's on a 14.7. Let's see what Kimi's done this lap. Kimi and Russell. Russell's time should be slower though, but Russell's done a 15.4, nothing there. Antonelli's done a 14.6, so just about, but and Antonelli is in clean air as well, so as Russell. But Hamilton is realistically what Norris would want is for Hamilton to catch up to Antonelli before he gets up to Russell. So yellow flag and Finmer for noted for Liam Lawson. That should be interesting. The gap is 10 seconds. Let's see Norris's next lap here. That was a 14.8. So what have they done? Russell 15.4. Antonelli just marginally quicker than Lando, not by much, but he's not pulling out tenths to Lando. The gap from Lewis to Antonelli 2.5 should be interesting. Why didn't Russell pit though? That's the main question. Why didn't he pit? I don't think they messed up his race. It was the VSC. The VSC messed up the race. It wasn't his. The VSC messed it up. It wasn't that. He was in an okay strategy, but the VSC messed it up. So Lawrence has done a 14.9 now. Brother is flying. Let's see what Russell and Antonelli do. Russell 15.6, he's miles off it. Antonelli 15.0. So Norris was faster than Kimi by a tenth. So even with the tire offset, Antonelli still isn't catching up to Norris, which is interesting. I'm still interested in this top 10 battle. Where's Gasly? Gasly's a lot closer to Alonso, so Alonso could fall down to 10th. Don't know if Tsunoda can catch up to them to fight Alonso for P10. So Norris's last lap was a 15.0, a bit slower. Bottas is retiring. Russell did a 15.6 and then he did a 14.8, so he picked up the pace by 2 times that lap. But obviously Kimi's got overtake mode, so make of that what you will. So Kimi should be getting past Russell soon. And I don't think Lewis is catching up again. Only 2 attempts in the past few laps. Yeah, I don't think Russell's catching up to them. Or Lewis is catching up to them, though. I think Lewis's tyres were a bit way more worn. So Russell and Kimi will swap places at turn 1. Isaac, Lewis will get third, right? I mean, he's not gaining on Antonelli. Say that he's picked up the pace slightly. So but Antonelli can't catch Lando. He's not quick enough. Lando did a 15.4. Bearing in mind, Lando's not got overtake. Kimi's got overtake. So if you factor that in, he's on worn softs. All the people that pit under the VSC went to worn softs. They weren't on new softs. Nobody. It's a sprint weekend. You don't have new softs really. So I don't know if you can see it. It's probably a bit small, but I'll read it out. So Kimi is on 12 laps worn softs. Lewis is on 17 lap worn softs. What happened to Leclerc? Nothing really. I don't think he's got the pace as much. But I think because of the VSC timing and stuff, I don't think he threw. Pepe, thank you for the follow. So now, yeah, I think Lewis is gonna. Yeah, Lewis will get a podium now. I think what they should have done is kept Russell ahead of Antonelli to get the track position, or at least keep Antonelli, or tell Antonelli to give Russell overtake mode. So I don't know. Someone had a massive lockup. Someone had a massive lockup. Albon. So now that Antonelli has got clean air and no overtake mode, we will see their lap time. I mean, if Antonelli wants to catch up to Lando, he's got to gain like 2 seconds a lap. Yeah, he's got to gain 2 seconds a lap, which I don't think is possible. I'm still surprised why they didn't stop Russell the time they stopped Antonelli. Or maybe it was a bit too far back that Lewis would have overtaken. But if you had put Russell to new softs, at least he'd be competing. So, I don't know. So, on the last laps, Kimi was 3 tenths slower than Lando. So, yeah, he's not catching him. With 5 laps to go, he's not catching him. The softs didn't help anyway. That's what I'm saying. So, at this point, Franco's got a 10-second penalty. Franco Colapinto's got a 10-second penalty. I think for yellow flag infringement, yeah. Yellow flag infringement. So as Gasly still hasn't got past Alonso. That's interesting. I thought he would have got past him with the tire offset, but I mean, so let's see this lap between Antonelli, KT. Thank you for the follow for the likes, rather. So let's see the gap for Kimi and Lando. So Lando's on a 15-1. Kimi's complaining about his car. So, yep, Kimi's still slow at 1 tenth. Or Russell and Leclerc, no, Russell and Lewis, former teammates, very feisty there. I mean, if Russell holds on to this P3, yeah, good job. Lando win, yeah. Let's see what Lewis can do. Lewis might get here. He can't. Very close. Yeah, Lewis gets Russell here into turn 1. And Leclerc's caught up to Lewis here. And Leclerc's got softer. His tires are less worn than Lewis. VSC. Ah. The timing of that. Lewis was about to get past Russell. Lewis was about to get Russell. Yeah, there's massive debris on the track. Lawson's got a 10-second penalty. So what happened? The two Williams were fighting. Then one of them locked up and hit the other. Okay, Carlos locked up and hit Sainz. No, Carlos locked up and hit Albon. He locked up and hit our VSC ending. Lovely. That's helped. That VSC helped Russell. That VSC helped Russell. That VSC has helped Russell cool his tires down a bit. I mean, Lewis still has to get past him, but with 2 laps to go, and Lewis is not as close as he was before the VSC, which has kind of hindered it. I think if Lawson, after the race, Lawson will probably drop down to P8. After that, I could be wrong. So it seems like Alonso will get P9 here because Gasly can't get past him. Okay, Lewis is a lot closer to Russell here. He should be able to get him. Not into turn 11. Carlos signed 10-second penalty. I mean, no surprise there. I think Albon's retired because of it. Yeah. Right, final lap here. Let's see what Lewis can do into turn 1. Can't get it done. He did have a look though. Oh, this is interesting. If I still don't get why Kimi did. Ooh, Leclerc and Lewis. My gosh, the Ferraris, man. I tell you, if you're a Ferrari fan, bro, I won't be surprised if you get heart attack because some of the things they do in that team is diabolical. Russell's still holding on here. As Lando's about to cross the line here. And Lando wins the final Dutch Grand Prix for the foreseeable future. And it seems like Russell might finish on the podium. Oh, the VSC saved Russell. The VSC saved Russell. The timing of that VSC, it saved Russell. The VSC saved Russell there. Oh my lord. The VSC saved Russell. If that VSC didn't happen, Russell was finishing third at that point. Before Leclerc maybe would have got past him. Oh my lord. Lawson gets P7. Alonso, P9. Tsunoda finishes ahead of Arvid Lindblad. Interesting. Big C wins. Who's Big C? Le Pebbles, thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing some nonsense on the other chat. Back-to-back wins for Lando Norris. Antonelli, E2. Russell holds on for P3. No clue how. Oh, I think Lawson does finish P7. Zandvoort, you guys have been brilliant. Or the Netherlands, you guys have been brilliant. But it's time to move on to better and bigger things. So, what's the calendar looking like for next year at the minute? Yeah, Kimmy saying the strategy. Well, that's interesting. I want to see. I don't know where I saw this. Was it F1 that posted it? The grid at the minute, the calendar for next year at the minute. No Lewis podium. Yeah, the VSC saved Russell. The VSC saved him because Lewis was like this. He was like this. He was so close, and then the VSC happened. Should have put the pressure rubber on Hamilton, not Leclerc, because he would have been P3. No, but Lewis did pit. He did pit for new softs. On for use, he did pit for new tires, but not new softs though. But he did pit. Lewis did pit. Lewis pit before Antonelli pit. There was yeah, but it's a sprint weekend. You're never gonna have new softs. That's the issue. You're not gonna have new softs on a sprint weekend. So even Antonelli softs were used. There was no new softs for anybody. And I think the Ferraris started on softs before the red flag. So no, he wasn't on zero lap softs. It was used. His tires were just less than Lewis's. Is that what he said? I don't think so. I'm not sure anyway, but I don't think there were new softs. Because all the people I saw spitting were on one soft, like a couple laps. Okay, so next year we've got Turkey and Portimao next year. That should be interesting. Turkey more interesting than Portimao. I don't think. No, when I started watching F1, they weren't driving on Portimao though. Potentially could go back to Germany. So oh yeah, because we're losing Barcelona and Zandvoort, so then you put Turkey and Portimao. Okay, that makes sense. But then obviously the Middle Eastern races, like Bahrain, we might not still go Bahrain next year. So so yeah, for all of you guys on TikTok, come join me on the purple side of the internet. I stream a lot more. I stream F1, open lobbies, and other stuff. So we've got a week off, but at least there's football next week. So I could potentially do a watch along for that. That should be interesting. Maybe I do it. And then the following week after, we've got, is that the Italian Grand Prix at Monza? Yes, it is. And it's not a sprint race. Yes. So there'll be a stream on Saturday. But then the race and the United game are on the same time on Sunday. So I might have to have my phone out or something. I'll be up keeping updated with that. Or maybe I could just have it. Oh no, I can't have my Sky open twice. So we'll find a way. What's the standings look like now? What? Why is the timing disappeared? No. You hate Leclerc. Yeah, I hear it because if Leclerc didn't hold up Lewis, potentially he would have been ahead of Russell. Then also the VSC didn't help. Oh yeah, I was having. Why is the timing showing this? I wanted to look at something now. Why? Thank you. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So Lando's moved up to fourth. Almost crashes him. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also at the end as well. Yeah, you're right. So Lando moves up to fourth in the standings. And what is that gap to Antonelli? Because anything is possible. 242. So Lando is 83 points behind Antonelli. I mean, never say never. Never say never. Lewis has also lost a position, but he's on the same points as Russell. Ah, so apparently when Zandvoort left the grid originally in 19 whatever, the McLaren won then, and they've won here again. Interesting. So what's the gap between Antonelli and Russell and Lewis? So 59 points is the gap. Russell and Lewis are behind Antonelli. I mean, we still got a lot more races to go. The interesting race that we'll see will be Malaysia. That race will be chaos because nobody has driven on that track in years. And I don't think a lot of, like almost half of the grid have never driven on Malaysia. I think even more than half of the grid have never driven on Malaysia. So that should be very interesting. The pit stops were crazy. Yeah, is you have to allow the pit stops because it's the first Grand Prix after the summer break. Nobody's done a live pit stop because in the sprint race nobody did anything. So when I thought about it, I was like, oh yeah, nobody's done anything. So So Russell had no deployment. Yeah, that was the pit stops are crazy. It's the first race after, and then there's now a week off, and then there's a week off, then you got another race. So I think the teams are like, I first thought it was just a couple teams, but then I saw it back to back pit stops for different teams was slow, and I'm like, what's going on here? So Cadillac still haven't scored points. Alonso takes Aston Martin's total to 3. Williams are still in 11. Audi have got 4 more. From Audi got from Hulkenberg, they got 4 more points. So they're up to 16. Haas scored no points. Alpine got 1. Racing Bulls didn't get a point. Sonoda just missed out. It was close though. Red Bull got 6 from Lawson in P7. McLaren got 33 from Lando, getting 25, and Piastri getting 8. So yeah, so I mean, the title fight is on between. I mean, even Leclerc is still in the fight, but I don't think Leclerc is gonna be as consistent enough to even put up a challenge when he's making issues. When he does stuff like that, I don't think he's gonna be as competitive. But I think from Lando, Lewis, Russell will mount up a good fight to Antonelli. But then the thing I think will probably hamper Hamilton is stuff like today when Leclerc is doing a madness. So that's what I feel will happen. So is there a way to see who got? I think Leclerc got fastest lap. There was something I wanted to check. Can I fact Leclerc was faster? What do you mean Leclerc was faster? At what point are you talking about? Are you talking about towards the end of the race? Is that what you're talking about? I'm talking about when Lewis was behind Leclerc and he was clearly faster. And he didn't let Lewis through. I want to see if there's a way to find to get like, because I could get DRS so you know which driver's got DRS. But now it's still got DRS. I don't know. Oh, the King of Netherlands. Oh wow. I mean, that trophy is beautiful. Lewis didn't have a. Lewis made his own strategy. He stayed long. So that's how you might say he got a better strategy. But Lewis stayed out because they figured out if the tire offset is the best way to go about it. So but Russell's back. Russell's back to P2 in the Drivers' Championship. But yeah, you know what? The race started off quite boring. Obviously, there was a bit of stuff that happened that made it interesting at the start. Then the race kind of got a bit boring. And then when people started to figure out the tires offset was the fastest way to go about it, it became lively. Then you saw overtakes. So, I mean, I'll take that. As the last race at Zandvoort, getting replaced by Portimao, that does have a massively long straight, I would take it. But then obviously next year's regs are a bit different from these tracks. But then we go to Monza in 2 weeks' time. You've got one of the fastest tracks. It's one of the shortest tracks, and it's got a fast lap time as well. So what we need now is for Lewis to win this weekend. Then Antonelli to finish third. Lando finish second. Russell fourth. Stuff like that. That's what you need. I don't know if... When was last... I think Ferrari have finished... They have won the race here. At Monza. I can't remember if it was last... I don't think it was last year. Or a couple years ago, I believe. Or was it Imola, I think. I'm not too sure. But yeah, those of you on TikTok, thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes. Do join me over on the Purple app. I do stream a lot more there. If not, it's alright. I'll be back on TikTok. Maybe when I do open lobbies on F126 or F25, whatever. Or do something else. Next week, I might do a football watch along. So if you are interested for United, Manchester United, we might be doing that. But we'll see. Yeah, I should see you lot. When I see you, have a good rest of your week. If you're watching the football Man City match, I don't think that match is finished. I can't remember. But yeah, anyway, I should see you then. Have a good time. Later. Oh, it's Newcastle, Liverpool. I was thinking that there was something. There was a match going, but I was like, no, it's not Man City because I've seen the score of that. Mm-hmm. Also, this is the one I want instead of this. Ah. So I need this source, not the other one. So when I go this one and turn this off. Cool, cool, cool. Turn off my virtual camera. Right. Twitch and clicking YouTube. YouTube, we're gonna end it there. Thank you a lot for watching. Hit that subscribe button as well. And I shall see you lot later. Have a good rest of your day, good rest of the week. I'll see you later.